Hey guys, it's Carl Brown from GuitarLessons365.com. Today we're going to take a look at learning how to get the guitar tone used by Mark Knopfler and Dire Straits for Money for Nothing. Now it's a very unique guitar sound. First things first, you're going to want a humbucking style guitar. Pretty much anyone will do. And we're going to want, the number one thing about this tone is it's done on the bridge pickup, but you have the tone control for your bridge pickup rolled all the way off. All right, so this is what this tone sounds like without that. Then you roll the tone off. All right, so the reason you do that, a lot of people, they immediately switch to the neck pickup when they hear something that's it's kind of a muddy sound, a unique sound, so they switch it to the neck pickup. But in reality, it's the bridge pickup with the tone rolled off, so all those highs are rolled off. But because it's still the bridge pickup, you can still get those little harmonics he keeps hitting in there, which obviously are a big part of the riff. They come out a lot better, obviously, when you're using a bridge pickup. So just roll that tone back, and you're over halfway there already. All right, so now the effects that I'm using a modeler here, obviously, that models a few of the amps and effects that he's using to get really close to the sound. So I'm gonna just bypass a couple of them here, just so we can see what they sound like when we add them into the signal chain. Alrighty, so we're gonna start with just the amp. Now the amp, I'm using a Marshall Silver Jubilee amp model here. It's very similar to this, in any kind of Brit sounding amp like that will work. This is what it sounds like by itself. So I don't have it really being pushed very heavy. We basically have the input gain set at 3, the bass set at 7, the mid set at 5, the treble at 4, the level at 6, and the master at 7. Now all these settings, be sure you grab the PDF. So I'm going to be flying through these settings, just really telling you about the signal chain here and how the tone is built. But the printout will, something you can just print out and then go through and try to find it in your own modeler or with your own effects, pedals, and amps. All right, so just trying to get any kind of a relatively nice, sustaining, low gain amp sound. Just not too much. It'll get you there. All right. So then we're gonna add a tube screamer in front of the amp. Okay. So I have a tube screamer model or any kind of a nice boost pedal that you think can recreate that kind of thing. So I'm gonna add that in the signal, and you'll see it'll just add a little bit to the sound. So a little bit of drive here. So here we go. Makes it sound a little bit fatter and have more sustain. Now I'm using, like I said, a tube screamer, 808 tube screamer model here. We have the drive at 12 o'clock, the level at 2 o'clock, the mix at 100%, and I have the EQs flat, so everything at 12 o'clock. Okay. All right, so from there, we're just gonna, there's a delay pedal in here that I actually still have in the signal chain. It's very hard to hear it. It really acts as like kind of a doubler, all right? The delay time, now just any kind of delay pedal will work really. The delay time itself is only 26 milliseconds. So that tells you right there, it's just to kind of create kind of a double of the sound. It's not really you're not trying to hear it. If I play it, you can't really hear it. All right, it just adds a little bit of space and a little bit of fullness to the sound. So my delay settings are, the time is 26 milliseconds. I have the input at 100%, the mix at 100%, and the level of the pedal at 75%. And then the feedback level at 50%. But I put the feedback, if you have like an actual feedback and the feedback level, I put the feedback at 0. All right, so then we have another essential element to the tone, which is the EQ. So if you have a graphic EQ or have one on your processor, throw that in the signal chain after delay. So far we have the 808, then we have the amp, then we have the delay, and now we have the graphic EQ. So let's throw this in here. And I'm gonna, you can hear it without it first. And now I'll add it in. So it took a little bit of the brights out of it. You can see a slight difference in it and just kind of mellows out the sound a little bit. Now I'm just getting kind of precise here with this one. I have a multi-band EQ here setting that you can do, but just try to get you're basically trying to take away a little bit of highs. I have 63 hertz. I'm boosting at 1.25 dB. 125 hertz, I boost at 375 dB. 250 hertz, I boost at 2.25 dB. And then we're going to cut some of the higher ones. At 8 kilohertz, I do like about a 1.5 dB cut. And then at 16 kilohertz, I do a 3 dB cut. So we're cutting some of those highs off. Alright, so I have the reverb still on there, and that is the last pedal in the signal chain. Once again, any nice reverb that can give you like a small hall sound, kind of a setting. So we have, the time I'm using is 1.75 seconds. Alright, input gain 100%, mix at 40%, the level at 75%. Now if you have a tone setting on your reverb, try to roll off some of the highs, because a lot of reverb will add some highs, but it's also a way of kind of final shaping that tone. So you do, it's kind of this nasally sound that he's going for here. Very unique guitar sound, but it really makes these notes. You got to get those harmonics to pop out, and with those chords to pop out like that. So I hope this will help you attain the sound. Once again, if you have a modeler, you'll probably find a lot of these amp models that are basic EQs that you can use, or obviously it'll have a tube screamer in it, and probably a nice kind of Marshall amp sound or whatever, and then just a basic reverb and delay, and it'll get you there. If you have these effects, pretty much if you're an effect pedal guy and an amp guy, I'm sure you probably, these are very essential pedals for any kind of setup. So you probably have something that you can get to get this sound. Remember, just roll that tone up all the way off for the bridge pickup, and you're over halfway there. All right, hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed doing it. I'll see you soon with another guitar tone series for GuitarLesson365.com. Bye-bye.